Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
No, England.
Is that her in the background?
English number.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it would work. It would work.
Already?
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's. Oh, you didn't use your real number?
Who's this?
So now she's
I
jealous?
have no idea what this girl is.
All right, guys, let's go and check out this compilation video. Here we go.
Why do I feel like we are not making the men beg as much as we need to? I mean, I feel like my girls are not standing up. I feel like we're forgetting that we're the prize. I am the win here. Like, you need to be chasing me. I have been seeing women chase men. Why are we chasing men? We are the prize. They win when they get us. They need to be begging for us. Does that make sense? I am just tired of seeing my sisters going out sad behind some of these men, child. We are the prize. We are the win. They are lucky to have us. And that's it.
Yeah, they're coping. They are coping at this point in time, okay? You love to see it, you hate to see it at the same damn time, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, we all know the stats. By 2030, 45% roughly of these women in North America are going to be single and childless, okay? So like Kevin Samuel says, winter's coming.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
Yeah, you absolutely do care, right? Or else you wouldn't be making the video. This is fascinating, absolutely fascinating, okay? These modern women done scared off all the good men, wondering where they're at, okay? She's now at a function, okay, an event where she's talking about where all the men, okay, just the men in general. Yeah, you've done scared them off, okay? You don't need them, you don't want them, you're grabbing your degree, your diploma, you're good all on your own, okay? That's what these modern women have been saying for decades. And now that it's actually catching up to them, guys are simply grabbing their passports, doing their own thing, remaining single, okay? Just simply checking out when it comes to dating. Now they're complaining.
A woman will be in love with a man for 3 years and wake up on a random Sunday and say that man and mean it. And I love that for us. I love being a woman.
Huh? Oh, is it cool if I grab your number though?
No.
I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay, no worries. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
No, England.
Is that her in the background?
English number.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it would work. It would work.
Already?
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's. Oh, you didn't use your real number?
Who's this?
So now she's
I
jealous?
have no idea what this girl is.
It's so fascinating that she curved him a couple seconds ago. Now that he's moved on, okay, kept his confidence, kept it moving, he's exchanging numbers with somebody else. Now she wants to yell from down the hall and say, really? You moved on? Yo, you can't make this stuff up, right? These modern women, you know, they're just fickle creatures. They really are. Okay, if they're the only ones that want you, they don't want you. The moment that other women want you, now you become more desirable. Okay, so the fact that he had the social proof, other women were interested and possibly investing in him, now she wants to spin the block. And it's like, nah, keep that same energy.
Okay, so I work in a kitchen filled with men, right?
Sure.
And I'm the only female chef in there.
Yeah.
So I get to observe how men communicate.
Oh, that's okay. Now we unpacking.
It's interesting. And what I noticed about your build is that you have the capacity to work and suffer at the same time.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Women don't.
Okay, so when you say work and suffer, elaborate. What does that mean?
So you could be physically or emotionally or mentally defeated, but you're still going to go to work, and you can still, like, you have the physical capacity to execute whatever it is that you need to do.
That's in relationships too. Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
That's in relationships. Yeah, it's not just work. It's not just occupation.
I agree.
Okay.
Men suffer in silence often.
Yeah.
Because our existence is based on what we can provide to you all.
A man over the age of 30 years old who's single with no kids is a big red flag. Fellas, please listen to me. Any woman who says that is a red flag, and please walk the other way. Number one, that means that a man is practicing safe sex. That's first and foremost, right? Number two, that means that man is focused in on his career, right? Number three, it can mean that he's focused in on being financially fit, right? And building great financial habits for himself, and that he's focusing in on himself spiritually before he decides to involve himself into any sort of commitment. And by the way, that's talking about a committed man. Now, obviously there are men out here who are just clear red flags and they're trying to dodge commitment. But for those that have their head on straight, you can't make a statement of that nature and then have men reading this and saying to themselves, oh, I don't feel like I'm enough.
Let me know what you guys think about that, okay? Because I know there's some guys out there that have kids before 30, okay? You know, it is what it is. But to the guys that are 30 plus with no kids, don't feel so bad. I know majority of you guys don't, but there's probably a small minority that feels a certain way. But, you know, at the same time, you got to look at it like a man doesn't start building himself up and earning a bit of money and, you know, things kind of working out for him slowly but surely until his mid to early, possibly even late 30s. I'm just saying. I think the key takeaway here is you're constantly building yourself up, as you mentioned, from a financial perspective, a spiritual perspective, you know, making sure you're not necessarily carrying a whole lot of baggage or baggage period, trauma, things of that nature. Okay, whatever you need to do as an individual to work on yourself. If you possibly meet a woman that's fit, feminine, and friendly, okay, you'd be in a position where it would be a seamless transition if you were to possibly get into a relationship.
As women, sometimes we just have to take accountability for the role that we played in our own suffering in our dating lives. He played me, he wasted my time. Nobody can waste your time unless you let them, because you are not a baby. You are a grown adult who is capable of making her own decisions. Some of those decisions include setting boundaries. Obviously, there's always an exception, but most of the drama that we go through in our dating lives can be completely avoided if you just had boundaries and higher self-esteem. We're all aware that there's so many trash men out there, which is why it's your responsibility to make sure that when you see the red flags, you run the other way. Don't get lost in the sauce and fall in love with the idea of him that you created in your head. It's not real. Instead of sticking around waiting for him to live up to your expectations, leave. Because there's somebody out there who already does. Men can smell when you're desperate. They can sense when you're willing to put up with any and everything. So if he's wasting your time, it's because you're letting him.
But the whole gaming thing...
What's the problem? Jacqueline has this big problem too. Because...
It's just lazy. It feels... like, unless you're getting paid... And there's a line, right? Like, it's cool if you want to do it every so often. But to me, I'm like... Go educate, like go do something productive.
But what is the problem? Like, you know, Jacqueline has a big problem with it too. Whenever she hears the PlayStation start up, like I gotta hear the huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
But if I were to just have TV on, you'd be on TikTok as it is, not paying attention.
It's not that,
so why does it bother you?
Because it's not the distraction of me being on TikTok and us watching TV. It's what you could be doing with that time.
There it is, and that's what I knew it. I knew it. You women want to task us bad that you're so pissed that we're taking time from doing something. Wait a minute, you're enjoying things? You have time to do this video game?
Here's the thing.
Here's all the things you could be doing.
Here's the thing, you're enjoying it, but you could also be planning something nice for us. You know, like...
You can't make this stuff up, right? Some of these modern women can't stand to see a man smile, crack a smile, and to enjoy himself. Okay, play a little bit of Call of Duty or FIFA, whatever you're into. So be it, right? If I'm working 40 hours a week, I got a full-time job, I'm taking care of business at home, you know, things are getting done, I'm protecting and providing, and I got a little 45 minutes to blow and have a good time, you know, play a couple rounds of Call of Duty. What's the big deal, right? She said so herself. If he was taking that same time and booking a trip or, you know, thinking of taking her to a fancy restaurant, she would be all for it. I'm just saying. So yeah, truly fascinating. Just be careful out here, fellas. But let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. And until next time.